Hello, 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 and what is going on, everybody? It is Master of the TDS, and I am joined by my lovely wife,
Riding Raven.
And we're back!
Woohoo!
Yeah, so if you guys didn't know, we were in Vegas, which is why we didn't upload. And so now we're back. We did upload a Q&A video that you guys may have watched. It's pretty good. You guys should take a look at it. But we're going to get back into the swing of things and get right back into Psycho-Synopsis, the segment where we summarize all the Psycho for you.
Yes.
And, of course, when we're away is when all the crazy Psycho stuff happens.
Aye.
But, you know, we do have some stuff to cover today. But before we do that, you know, get on your easy chair, grab some popcorn, or head to your nearest mental institution. And we're going to just jump straight in here.
Yes. And to begin with, we are going to discuss Kickstarter.
Yeah, so, we've never discussed Kickstarter before.
Never.
So, the reason for that is because it's a crowdfunding platform. And my wife and I don't really do any crowdfunding. And so there really was no reason to talk about it. Now, we do buy, you know, independent comics off Indiegogo.
Yes, we do.
But other than that, we have never said anything about Kickstarter or anything at all. Now, as you can see from the picture, it's someone kicking a Kickstarter. And you're probably wondering, like, what is that? What's going on? And basically, this woman is named Jamila Rouser. And why don't you read what she said here?
Big news! I'm Kickstarter's new comics consultant. Kickstarter was one of the reasons I felt I even had a chance in making comics the way I wanted to make them, and I can't wait to help other creators. Yeah.
So, sounds like great, right? I mean, Kickstarter's had some problems in the past involving funding comics and stuff like that. But this sounds like, you know, turning over a new leaf, right? You'd think everything is fine and good, right?
Wrong.
Well, no. So, as you can see, Jamila Rouser blocked you. Now, I'm actually blocked by her.
I might be, I haven't checked.
Now, chances are I'm blocked by her because I believe Ethan Van Sciver and a couple other bigger names follow me on Twitter, which is awesome.
Yes.
But I would assume that's the reason. And I'm not the only one. She went around and pretty much blocked anybody she didn't like. Yeah, basically showing that Kickstarter has not learned anything from the last time, and that if you're planning to go do anything on Kickstarter, I mean, I'm not going to tell you not to. You could do what you want, but, like, this is not normal behavior.
Not really setting a great image for the company either.
Especially since you're brand new, you're a new, like, head comics consultant, and what you do is you ban potential customers. You block them.
Yep.
Before you even interact with them.
Potential clients, too.
Yeah, and it's just like, okay, did you not want to do your job well? Because you've done that already.
No, she only wants to do it with the people who think like her.
Oh, no, honey. Here's what she actually wants. Hey, visible woman, I'm Jamila, pronounced Jamila. I'm a comics writer and publisher, and I love writing comments about black women. How racist of you!
What about Asian women? What about white women? What about any other women?
Only black women? I demand you make changes because there needs to be more representation.
Yeah, what about men? Oh, is she a feminist?
I don't know. But yeah, so this is the kind of stuff that she does, and again, it's not surprising, but you'd think that with a new head of, like, you know, comics consulting, you'd think that they'd actually, like, not block people without ever interacting with them. I mean, if they had interacted with them and didn't like them or whatever, that'd be one thing, but they, like, blocked anybody who had anything to say about it, and then went protected. Yeah.
You would think they would hire someone a little more open-minded.
But it's Kickstarter, and Kickstarter has been known to do this kind of stuff, and you'd think that, you know, eventually they'd learn, hey, we're not making money this way, let's change it, and of course, just like everybody else...
They did not learn.
Nope, they didn't, because why would that be a thing anybody would do?
They're creatively bankrupt.
Yeah, pretty much. And again, they just don't, they obviously don't need help, right? And obviously we don't have a comic, we don't have plans to put out a comic, but even if we did, we wouldn't do it on here now because...
Why would we?
She blocked me. I've never even spoken to her. I've never even talked about Kickstarter before this point.
I never even knew this person existed.
Me either. And then I found out that, oopsie-daisy, she blocked me and she's never talked to me or ever done anything with me. I'm going to guess it's because, as I said, they're the big names, but you never know. But again, nice, interesting way to just show that Kickstarter, I guess you're never going to change, and you'll just keep losing money, so go ahead. You know, have fun.
Moving on to, once more about comics, Superman is now being gay.
Well, to be fair, it's not exactly Superman, and this is not necessarily confirmed. This rumor was mentioned by Ethan Van Sciver, and a couple places have kind of hinted towards it or almost confirmed it. As we have here, you see Superman's opening his shirt, and it's the Pride Heart, and failing comic sales, diversity inclusion, buy manga, and creative bankruptcy.
I do love manga.
Yeah, it's not exactly Superman, it's actually Superboy, I believe, Jonathan Kent.
His son.
And why they had to do this instead of making a brand new character? Well, we all know the reason.
Because they cannot create brand new characters.
Well, they can, but what happens with those brand new characters?
They get no traction.
They don't sell. And so instead of doing that, why don't we just take a character that already exists and change them?
Yeah, because that always ends up working.
Yeah, and then people put out articles like, fans are overjoyed. Are you kidding me?
What fans?
You mean the people on Twitter who tweet about it and then never buy the comic and never do anything about it? You know those people?
The ones with 50 different sock puppet accounts?
And the ones who, as I said, will not buy the comic, will not go out and support it, and don't care. So yes, continue to make comics and do things to pander to people like that, or to get outrage clicks, because that's all you guys are capable of now.
Yeah.
It's just really stupid. Again, it's not 100% confirmed, so don't go saying, hey, Gothic Therapy said this and it's true. No.
We are not confirming it. We're just saying don't be surprised if it does happen.
It looks like it's set to happen. And if that's the case, it's really stupid. It's another way of, it's like Marvel and DC are competing to see how stupid they can be now.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, you guys just keep moving the bar even lower, and you still keep hitting it, so... I mean, if that's not stupid, I don't know what is.
The bar is below the floor at this point.
Yeah, and they somehow still keep hitting it.
Yeah, because it's totally not suitable for limbo.
That and ostrich. Right?
And so we move on to Marvel's What If?
What if Marvel actually hired competent writers?
What if Marvel actually stopped making stupid decisions?
What if Marvel just stopped making comics?
What if Marvel just stopped?
What if I didn't care? I wish I didn't care. I wouldn't be reporting on it.
Yeah, good point.
Well, here we have a Marvel's What If. And now the first one we didn't get a chance to report on, which was about Peggy Carter being Captain America, and it wasn't that great.
Technically, she was Captain Britain.
Who cares?
No one.
Nobody, except for 5 people on Twitter who scream and yell about it. Oh my god, it's so amazing! But what we have here is, you can see, talk to me, girl!
Because in this new episode, Thanos got talked out of performing the snap.
Now, this episode was particularly supposed to be around the idea of T'Challa being Star-Lord. And of course, because he's black, he's a better Star-Lord than everybody.
Basically, this episode was terribly written, had no plot structure, had a lot of plot holes, had no explanation for certain things, had more tell than show, and was all around bad.
Yeah, and again, aside from the fact that, T'Challa is amazing at being Star-Lord, it's like, oh yes, he just sat down and talked with Thanos. It's like, oh, if we just talk to Thanos, he won't do the snap? Oh, snap!
He's supposed to be insane. How is talking to him gonna work?
You mean Thanos, the Mad Titan. Emphasis on the mad part.
They really should have kept Thanos' motivations being he was doing it to impress a woman.
But they can't do that, because that's problematic. If he was doing it to impress a man, then it would be fine.
Ugh. They should have kept it as him trying to impress Lady Death.
I'm not giving you any ideas, Marvel. No, seriously. Because I can't give you ideas because you're not even capable of taking ideas from us and using them, because you're not even capable of that.
And I think I've just given them an idea that they now can destroy Death.
They're already doing that with Sandman, but that's Neil Gaiman, so...
Oh yeah, good point.
But again... what if Marvel actually does a what if that people want to see? It won't happen.
Yeah, they're even gonna ruin the Marvel zombies.
Yeah, it's gonna give us a lot of content to report on, but obviously, like...
But that's the only good thing that's coming out of this.
Yeah, and again, look, if somebody likes it, you're more than welcome to like it. I just think that Thanos the Mad Titan would need a little bit more than just, oh, well, I got talked to. Here's a better question then. Oh, if this is if someone gave me an argument that, oh, it's supposed to have happened way, way, way before he was ever planning to do it or whatever, then how did T'Challa know about it?
And what argument did T'Challa even bring?
No, but how did he know about it? If Thanos hadn't, this was way before he even had the idea was going to do it, how did T'Challa know about it? It's not like he goes around saying, "Here's my secret plan, Black Star-Lord."
He doesn't.
It's because the only way T'Challa would know that if he was from our timeline, which he's not.
Also, plot convenience.
Nice writing there.
Then again, there is no plot.
Nice writing there, Marvel writers. You continue again. Bar, dirt, ostrich. That's you.
Honey, please do not insult writers.
I didn't. I called them ostriches. There's a difference. I've insulted ostriches if ostriches could write.
Oh, those poor ostriches.
Poor ostriches. We didn't mean to insult you by comparing you to whatever these guys are.
Yeah.
But yeah, talk to me, girl, because just talk to him and apparently all his mad plans go away. Isn't that amazing?
No, it's stupid.
Tony should just sat down and been like, you know, Thanos, I understand you have some issues. Let's have some therapy session right now. Let's talk.
No.
Do you have some issues?
No.
And then he would have just been like, you know what? When I was a little purple boy, my dad was mean, and this is why I'm doing this, because he used to snap at me, and so I decided that I was gonna snap back. And that would have stopped everything. Movie over.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, but again, it's Marvel, so we're used to it at this point.
My poor brain weeps at the horrible excuses for writing.
Honey, don't insult horrible excuses for writing.
Good point.
At least those are writing.
Ouch.
These people just take ideas from the comics and go, what if we found something that was racially inclusive and diverse, and we just threw it into a comic, and then we built the rest of it around it? You do realize it doesn't work, right?
It really doesn't.
The 5 people on Twitter you've impressed by this will be happy.
And so we move on. Talking about Shang Chi.
I don't want to play with you anymore, Disney. I had to make that meme when I saw this one.
Oh, it's perfect.
So, we're talking about Shang Chi. Yes, I know, the movie that nobody cares about, along with the Eternals, the other movie that nobody cares about.
But we're not discussing the Eternals because no one cares.
Because I would be eternally bored if I had to talk about them.
Good point.
But why are we talking about Shang Chi? Because Disney decided that they wanted to experiment with this. They're going to release it to theaters for 45 days and then have it go to Disney Plus. And they're using that as an excuse because we all know it's not going to do well. And they're using it as an excuse to kind of give it a reason before they even need to give it a reason.
A reason of why it didn't do well.
And of course, Simu Liu, I believe that's how you pronounce it.
I think it's pronounced Simu Liu.
Simu Liu didn't like that very much.
He thought the experiment was it being an all-Asian cast, apparently.
Yeah, so Simu Liu said, we are not an experiment. We are the underdog, the underestimated. We are the ceiling breakers. We are the celebration of culture and joy that will persevere after an embattled year. We are the surprise. I'm fired the F up to make history on September 3rd. Join us. And basically also said things along the lines of how he's so happy to finally be giving, you know, Asian representation on the big screen because we've never had it before.
We have Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, all those other Chinese movies I've seen subtitled that are absolutely amazing. Also, the actor who played The Crow in The Crow apparently was Asian.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because he said so it must be true, right?
Sigh.
Look, he could be a great person, but just like, dude, I would be very, very surprised even if it does well, if Shang-Chi ever gets a sequel after this.
I mean, he's pretty much insulting the whole basis of Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi was literally based off Bruce Lee.
Shang-Chi? More like, gee, you're not getting hired anymore.
Hey, Mickey.
But yeah, just goes to show you that, again, Marvel's making... And the funniest part about these is both the Eternals and Shang-Chi are probably not going to end up getting released in China.
Oof.
Which is hilarious, because those are the people they're pandering to the most. And it's like, yeah, you know the people you're pandering to, Disney? They don't want you either.
China makes better movies than Marvel right now.
We don't want you, and China doesn't want you. Nobody wants you.
Seriously.
Do you not get this?
No.
Yeah, they don't get it.
No, they never will. Not until they go bankrupt. Anyway, on to the next Marvel topic, Ironheart.
Oh boy, we get to talk about the Iron Man knockoff, Ironheart. Say Marvel Trainwreck!
Cheese!
as a train about to hit her.
Yeah.
I did that. Yes, my Photoshop skills are on par. But basically, as people may know, I am a very big fan of Iron Man.
Yes.
I've read a lot of his books, whatever. I'm not a fan of Ironheart. Why? Okay, it's a female superhero, it's black, blah, 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 blah. Do you know why I don't like her? She didn't actually earn her powers.
No.
Her teacher literally said something along the lines of,
You can be whatever you want to be, so she had decided to be a thief and stole Iron Man's armor, and he just lets her take it.
oh, you can't be anything you want to be, sweetie. You can't be like Iron Man, so she went and stole Iron Man's armor. How she got it? When it's Iron Man, and then Tony's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna let you have it.
That doesn't sound much like Tony Stark, now does it?
Yes, but she's got this advanced armor and stuff that she didn't make herself, and that she just stole.
And then Tony just decides to hand the mantle over to her for some reason?
So they have to be... So what you're teaching us, Marvel, is that black people are not able to accomplish things on their own, and they have to steal from wealthy white people.
Oh dear.
That's what I'm learning.
Ooh.
She had to go steal from a wealthy white person to end up being anything in her life. Am I getting that right? Is that the message you wanted to give us?
Wow.
You didn't think of that, did you?
No, I did not.
Yes, so this black woman is not independent, not accomplished, because she needed a witch white man to tell her how to use her powers.
The best part is that her name is Riri.
Like, Ree!
Careful, you'll set off the bird.
Yeah, but also they're gonna bring Riri Williams into, Kevin Feige says they're bringing it into
Black Panther 2.
Wakanda Forever, and then they're also gonna make a TV series on it on Disney Plus, and of course we're not gonna watch it because a lot of people do actually watch it. We're not gonna watch it. We're gonna let other people watch it, and then we're gonna talk about what they had to say after making our own opinions of it. Mm-hmm. And if you don't like that, too bad.
Yes.
But we're not giving Disney any money. When we said we're not giving Disney money, we're not giving them money.
Nope. We're done giving Disney money.
But yeah, this is gonna be garbage. This character is not good. It's not interesting. And okay, some of her comics sell because they're kind of collectors, whatever, fine. But it's not gonna last, and it won't sell anywhere near as much as the original Iron Man comics, which I recommend you read. Go get the original Iron Man comics. They are amazing. Do not get this stuff. And you know what's hilarious? The most hilarious part? Her name is Ironheart. And that actually suits Disney, because if they had any heart, it would be made of iron, because they don't care.
True. It would probably be rusted.
If there was there and all.
And we move on to Star Wars.
I'm Carrie Poppins, y'all!
Just get it? Because the lightsaber is for some reason shaped like an umbrella.
Yes, because...
That's totally how lightsabers work.
Yeah, so this is Star Wars Visions. Now, we don't have anything against Star Wars Visions. It looks like some of the animation and stuff is actually pretty good. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we're not going to watch it because we don't have any interest in it, and we don't want to give Disney money.
And so the plot seems to be a little...
strange.
Yeah.
Well, it's supposed to be a couple different episodes, like set in different whatever's fine. But then I particularly took this clip because this is like a lightsaber umbrella, and people were saying on Twitter, not only how ridiculous this is, but like, just shoot the middle.
Yeah.
The whole thing will break.
Yeah. I mean, and for another thing, that's not really how lightsabers work.
It's Disney Star Wars. It doesn't have to work that way.
Good point.
Because they said so, and if you hate it, then you're just a bigot. But yeah, look, this could be very good and whatever, but like, come on. Double lightsabers were cool. Kylo's lightsaber
Was okay.
was not great. And now this is just ridiculous at this point.
It's overkill.
What is he gonna do next? He's gonna pick it up and float away on his magical umbrella?
Whee!
I'm Gary Poppins, y'all! Whee! But like, come on, do better.
Seriously.
This is just, look, again, not saying it might not be good and it might not work. It might work perfectly fine. I just think, like, we're not going to watch it. It's stupid. And, like, come on. This is just weird. Like, there's no reason for this.
It just looks bad.
There was no reason for it.
No, none at all.
You could have given him, like, a bigger lightsaber and, like, a little dagger or something. Maybe, like, throwing knives or something. That would have been cool.
Or just a lightsaber spear.
I'm imagining, like, a lightsaber, like, throwing knife. You could throw it, like, as it hits the target, like, laser.
Oh, that would be cool.
They're on the edges.
That would be very cool.
That could be possible. Again, just throwing... out ideas that are actually, I know, creative. I know that's shocking. I know anybody in Disney is like just about to keel over. What? Creativity?
Yeah, don't make their brains explode, what little brains they have.
Huh? We don't have creativity here. I am the creative one, and by creative, I mean I'm creatively stealing. Huh?
Accurate.
I steal it, and then I change it a little bit, and make it more diverse and inclusive. And then, at that point, I say, look at my brilliant idea.
By putting
that I totally didn't steal.
By putting its face on it.
Exactly. See, now you're getting it. But yeah, it's just, again, another example of, like, things that nobody asked for. Again,
Yeah.
I'm sure this will do well.
Maybe.
But, like, not my thing.
Yeah. And the last topic, He-Man.
Netflix says you will like it. And as you can see, in one hand, it's got the Masters of the Universe Revelation, and in the other one, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
A Netflix original series.
So, both of them were a Netflix original series. But basically put the Masters of the Universe Revelation, we all know that debacle and everything that happened with Kevin Smith and all the lies, whatever, fine. But there's going to be another He-Man show. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Now, what do you guys think? Do you think that this is going to actually be, like, have He-Man in it and actually be, like, kind of similar to the show? Or, you know, do it justice?
No.
No, instead we get this.
It's basically only He-Man in name.
That, and also, it looks like Troll Hunters.
It really does. It's the exact same animation.
It looks like Troll Hunters.
Is that supposed to be Evil Lyn in the back?
Yep, that's Evil Lyn.
Oh my gosh, that's
and
horrible.
That's Beast Man. And
that's Merman, and
that's Skeletor. Skeletor actually looks pretty good.
He looks cool. The rest of them, this isn't He-Man.
But yeah, basically, we saw the trailer and whatever, and look, is this supposed to be aimed for kids? It's supposed to be kind of a reboot, so at least you can give them credit for that. But at the same time, it's another thing that nobody asked for. And of course, Netflix had to be little cowards and turn off the comments and whatever, because, again, they can't take criticism. And because they can't take criticism, they're going to continue to fail when it comes to these kind of IPs. And hopefully, eventually, one day, we'll get to actually see a He-Man that's actually worth watching. But for now, what we get is we end up with this garbage.
Yeah. Let's just stick to the 2002 reboot.
Yeah, which is great. You guys can watch it. It's on YouTube. But
yeah, this animation style is not at all He-Man. The plot which they gave was not at all He-Man, and just the way the whole trailer ran was nothing at all He-Man. Literally only He-Man in name.
And they made it that, like, all of them have the power. It's we have the power now because we need to be diverse and inclusive and have everybody.
Can't have a straight white male being masculine.
Oh no, but they made him like Shazam, so he's like stupid, and that's how they have to do it, because apparently you can't have masculine males anymore.
No, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, but anyways, it's just another
failed attempt.
Failed attempt. It's going to do badly, and we're going to get all the articles that are going to say, if you don't like it, you just hate blubbly bloofly floofly fluffly floofly fluff.
Careful there. You don't want to channel the stupid.
No, but that's pretty much what it sounds like at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bingo!
Yeah.
Now we have gotten to the end of what we have to cover for this week, which means it's time
for the diagnosis of the week.
And we have a kind of interesting diagnosis. We're having a little bit of trouble with the diagnoses. We might end up doing something different
in the future.
We're still working on it. But for now, we have a kind of interesting diagnosis that we think fits here pretty well.
Tell us.
So the diagnosis of the week is malignant narcissism.
Please explain.
It's basically a psychological syndrome that's kind of an extreme mix of narcissism, antisocial personality disorder, aggression, and sadism. Basically, it's people who like have this inflated sense of self, can't take criticism, use other people to get what they want, and, you know, need to dehumanize people. And it basically kind of fits what Disney and other people have become these days.
Pretty much.
That Disney, Netflix, all these places, they just need to keep changing things because we can't ever have what we normally used to have. The fans who kept everything around have to be told, well, you're just toxic fans and we don't like you, even though you kept this IP around for us so that we could actually use it to make money, which we're not going to because we changed it, and then we're going to blame you because you're bad. So I think this is a perfect diagnosis for this week.
I completely agree.
So let us know what you think in the comments below, and also stay tuned, we have a new outro for you guys to check out.
So
yeah, but that's all for this week. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe with notifications on so you do not miss your weekly therapy session.
Or you will be charged.
And if you have any friends that you might think might be interested in the channel, let them know we do take referrals, and we are getting pretty close to 500 subscribers, so we'd like to hit that by the end of the year if possible, so spread the word.
Please. Also, follow us both on Twitter at Master of the TDS and at Writing Raven 2. Follow me on Wattpad at Gothic Writer 613 for well-written stories that are not woke and actually good. So, yeah, that's all for this week. We'll see you next time.
Gothic Therapy, out.